What's going on? Make this quick. Sorry I'm late on my recap for last week, but turns out that I was at 14 games. I was wrong on 4. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Heck, I can live with it. Now let's get to week 12. Week 12 game picks. Starting with tonight's game, Steelers at the Browns. Heck, I know they say that the Browns usually get the Steelers quite a bit. Alright, but I'm going to give some to the Steelers. The Steelers should win this one. They should win it, and I don't think it's going to even be close. So they probably get them by at least 14. Get the Browns by at least 14. Next up, Titans versus the Texans. The Titans are due for a win, but I don't know. I'm going to give it to the Texans. I'm just happy they beat down the Cowboys again. That was a great game. Joe Mixon. The Joe Mixon Show. Next up, Vikings versus the Bears. I'm going to give it to the Vikings. The Bears just don't have it this year. Just not really getting it. Definitely going to be the Vikings. Next up, Cowboys versus Commanders. I'm looking forward to seeing another beatdown of those Cowboys. I'm expecting Cowboys to get beat. I say the Commanders beat them by at least 21. Just based off the way they've been playing, even though they lost against the Eagles last week. I'm giving that one to the Commanders for sure. Next up, Patriots versus the Dolphins. I'm going to give it to the Dolphins. Gotta give it to the Dolphins. They were Tua back, and I have to give it to the Dolphins against the Patriots. Have to. Chiefs versus the Panthers. Now we already know the Chiefs are gonna win that one. I really don't see the Panthers pulling off an upset against the Chiefs, even though the Bills finally ended their undefeated streak last week. Thank you, God, that happened. I'm glad it happened. Oh yeah, it's gonna be another Chiefs win. Next up, the Buccaneers versus the Giants. I'm gonna give it to the Bucs. See, they benched Daniel Jones, even though he really has been a non-factor all year anyway. The Giants just suck anyway. Well, I'm definitely gonna give that to the Bucs. Next up, Lions versus the Colts. Even though the Colts barely beat Aaron Rodgers last week, just should have won that game, but you know, it's definitely going to the Lions. I don't see the Lions losing anymore. But I can't wait to see the Lions play the Bills in a few weeks, though. Next up, Broncos versus the Raiders. Yeah, even though Bo Nix had a good game last week against the Saints, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'll go with the Broncos again. I'll go with the Broncos again on that one. Next up, Cardinals versus Seahawks. It's going to be a good one. Even though I hate that Geno managed to beat my Niners last week at the very end. I'm going to give that one to the Cardinals. I really think the Cardinals are going to end up winning that division, man. I'm really worried about my Niners, and now that Brock Purdy's hurting, so we just got too many injuries. I'm really losing my hope with that. 49ers versus Packers up next. If Brock Purdy doesn't play, man, I'm going to have to get into the Packers, man. But like I said, I'm just really worried about my Niners. I'm really worried about their playoff hopes. Man, even if they manage to win this game, man, they got to play the Bills next week. Man, with the way they are right now, man, I just don't see it. As much as I hate going against my Niners, man, I'm going to have to get into the Packers in a close one. Next up, Eagles versus Rams. I'm going to give it to the Eagles. The Eagles are just on another level right now, man. I think they're going to make short work of the Rams. And the last but not least, Ravens versus Chargers. Brother versus brother. The Harbaugh brothers. That's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one. I think it might be pretty even. And with the way the Ravens been playing, man, not being able to finish games, man, when they got the upper hand and stuff, and I don't know, they could bounce back. This should be a bounce back game for the Ravens. But I don't know. Oh man, I just got a sneaky suspicion, man, the Chargers are gonna end up winning that one in a close game. I'm gonna give it to the Chargers, man. I'm gonna say they probably win that, man, by I'm gonna say about 3. Yeah, about 3. Chargers gonna get that one by 3. But I could be wrong though, but we'll see. Well, that's it for my game picks. My game picks for Week 12, NFL Week 12. Heck, we'll see. We'll see how right or wrong I was. It comes Sunday. See ya.